Doom 2, success. Mirzapur 2, success. Indian 2 also guaranteed success. Hey, director. Hey, CB season 2 should be success. Yes or no? Vanakkam India. DK is back. So here we are, season 2 in World Cup that recently got concluded. It was season 1. Mega success, I believe. So they have said, okay, we will stream roll and get season 2 back. And here I am. After finishing playing cricket, now I am trying to get into full-time broadcasting. So please help me. What a start it's been to the World Cup for India. India beat Ireland, but what was that pitch, yeah? Anyway, I hope your questions are as tough as that New York pitch, but most importantly, we have an India-Pakistan game to look forward to. We all know how those matches go, so ask me anything you want related to that, the World Cup, any player, whatever little I know, I will make sure I'll answer all those questions. So here goes the first question from Sharon. Hey DK, what was it like sharing the dressing room with MS Dhoni and what impact did he have on your career? First question is Thala. Very good. The word that comes to my mind when I think about him is respect, and I think he's got that across the board from the cricketing world and all over India and the fans, and actually, to be fair, all around the world itself. He's a man who's transcended boundaries into how popular he's become, but from him, what did I learn? To keep the game very simple. Don't overcomplicate it. At times, at least when I was much younger, I guess I used to be someone who used to think about the game a lot, make it a little more complex than it needed to be. That's something that I learned from him. From Austin. DK sir, will you take up any coaching role for RCB going forward? Good question. Virat Kohli also wants you to be with RCB in the years to come. Thank you. We fans would love you to guide our team. A very good question to ask because emotionally I have a lot of connect with RCB, and more so as a franchisee, it's also the fans that make RCB what they are, and I genuinely believe that this year was such a great year because of all the love and affection I got from the fans. It's been terrific to be part of RCB. If they give me a role, why not? I'll definitely think about it. I would love to be part of the team, but let's wait and see. There's a lot of time for all that. The next question is from Usman. Can Indian spinners dominate in this World Cup? As we move into the Caribbean for the Super 8 stage, those pitches aid spin a lot more. The Barbados pitch is a good one to bat. Guyana turns a lot. So those countries, actually they're different islands. So that island, Guyana, definitely gives a lot of assistance to spinners. So I think Kuldeep is going to have a very good World Cup, even though he hasn't started yet in New York, which is a very clever move. I think as the tournament progresses, he's going to have a massive role to play. And let's not forget, Ravindra Jadeja and Akshar Patel bring so much balance to the team, and finger spinners are always a good commodity to have. The next question is from Shaileshwar Sharma. What was the most amusing comment Rohit made during the IPL when you mentioned he was cracking jokes? He was obviously, you've seen that small clip that was out there in social media all over the place where he's like, oh, he's getting ready to play for the World Cup. Let's see what he's done. So he was sledging me. People think that he was encouraging me. No. He was sledging me. He was trying to get me out. He was hoping I wouldn't have a good game. But luckily, I had a good game. So, a bit of cat and mouse like this. And he's always very cheeky. Off the field, he supports me big time. But on the field, he desperately wants to get me out like any other sportsman would. So, we have a banter off the field. But definitely, you have to call that banter sledging when it happens on the field. So, this question is from Rishabh Nanda. Who will be the Rajinikanth for Team India in the match against Pakistan? Hashtag Hukum. The hashtag 100 marks. Kamal hai ji. Very good. A close one between Virat Kohli or Rishabh Pant. I think both of them are batting very, very well. One of the two will definitely get runs, provided this New York pitch doesn't play like what it has played so far. It has to be a better pitch. Then one of these two will definitely have a good game. And this question, Shatabdi. Layover is coming. Sir, what is this handle? I don't understand only. Purple Heart is there. You're KKR fan, huh? Okay, good one. Good season, if that's the case. After the downhill in IPL, how good was it to see Hardik bowling well? Very, very happy for him. You got to understand, it's been a hard 3 months for him. And it is so good to see him do well. I just hope he keeps elevating his performance, which he is very capable of. And again, a very, very critical member for Team India to do well in this World Cup. All of India wants him to do well. I think the situation was different 2 months ago. But today, he is our guy, representing our nation, and all we need to do is support him. And he is the kind of guy, if he receives a lot of love and affection, sky is the limit, and I'm sure he'll do something very special in this World Cup. Okay, As always, in Hey CB, I answer your questions, but there's always a segment which is a fun segment. We did many such segments during the World Cup. Here is the next World Cup, which is the T20 World Cup. So what we have got here is called the Hatke segment. So what these guys at CB have cleverly done is pull up a few images of the last time I ever played an India vs Pakistan match, which was in Melbourne. And man, what a match that was. So they pulled up a few photos and they have shown me and they have said, okay, when this shot happened, or rather than when that photo was taken, what was I exactly feeling at that point of time? So let's start. The first one was when Rohit got out. Nervous, minimum nervous, because he was a key wicket. In Asia Cup, he had actually batted well against Pakistan, so yes, nervous. When Akshar got run out, I was a little upset with Akshar. But again, it was not completely his fault. It was actually how loud the MCG ground was. That day was one of the best atmosphere I've ever played in. I think there was 110,000 if I'm right, and it was slightly cold. During the day it was warm, but then it started raining and it became cold. So it was a very different day with a lot of noise, but one that was memorable for sure. But when Akshar got out, it didn't feel that way. Kohli goes out of the ground. Now first, the words, when Kohli goes out of the ground, I saw it in the highlights, Harsha Bhogle calling it. When Kohli goes out of the ground, when Kohli goes down the ground, that itself was very good, but what a shot that was. One of the shots in the history of World Cups, forget just that World Cup. Back foot six of somebody bowling 145 on a bouncy pitch in MCG under pressure when the game was on the line. It just doesn't get better than that. Wow. Hardik gets out. I kept getting ready for batting where I have a warm-up ritual and all that, but these guys just kept batting, and I didn't get batting till about 16th over. Then it became more cold, so I had to wear 2 more layers, and then at that stage I hoped that these guys will finish the game off. And as always in cricket, there was a twist. Hardik ends up getting out, and then the butterflies come. DK faces Nawaz and gets out. I remember walking into the ground. That was probably about as nervous as I've ever felt on a cricket field for a very, very long time. Everybody cheering, Pakistan music playing because the wicket fell, and all the Pakistani fans up and about. Walking in was very nerve-wracking. And then that incident where I looked to sweep a ball, a shot that I actually play very, very well. It was right in the strong zone of mine. I hit it. I thought I hit it at least. I missed it, hit my thigh pad or pad and went back. And I didn't know where the ball was. I started running and then I got run out. It was a very sinking feeling, I must say. And then the Ashwin winning run. I actually, after I got out, went and I just sat in my seat, and then a good noise came. So my superstition is that if I'm sitting and something good happens, I just sit there. So I didn't see the last 2 balls live. The first noise was obviously for Ashwin leaving that ball, having the presence of mind to do it. I saw it on TV like a million other people. And then obviously that shot where he moves away and hits over mid-off. And then I just remember running onto the field, walking in the field after all that. The memories are just very fresh and one that I'll never forget in my life. But well done, Ashwin. Outstandingly well done, Virat Kohli. One of the best cricket matches I've ever been part of. So that comes to an end of episode 1 of season 2 of #HeyCB. But most importantly, I'll be leaving to the US very soon. But you don't think that I'll not have a good background the next time I'm tuning into Hey CB. You guys keep sending your questions. You all can ask me whatever questions you all want, and I will make sure I'll answer all of that in whichever room I am, in whichever place I am. I'll catch all of you all on the next episode of #HeyCB.